In a world where history hides in the smallest, treasures one place dares to reveal the truth. Welcome to NC Coins World, your gateway to rare coins, secret values, and million-dollar discoveries. Every coin has a story. Every story could change your life. Stay with us because the next coin might just be worth a fortune. Subscribe now and let the treasure hunt begin. Welcome once again to NC Coins World, where every coin hides secrets far greater than its size. You've already seen how the 20 € coin from Spain, minted in 2019, holds value beyond imagination. But what makes this small piece of metal a treasure so powerful? Why do collectors chase it across the globe? And why have some of these coins sold for millions of dollars in auctions? Let's dive deeper. First, understand that coins are not just money. They are snapshots of history. Each year, each minting, each small variation carries meaning. The Spain 2019 issue is no exception. Though millions were minted, only a handful stand apart. It is in the smallest differences that fortunes are hidden. Consider the minting process. When the Royal Mint of Spain strikes coins, it follows strict guidelines. But sometimes, tiny mistakes happen. A slightly off-center strike, a faint doubling in the letters, or an unusual tone in the metal. These so-called errors are not flaws for collectors. They are golden opportunities. Imagine this. A normal 20 € coin in circulation might be worth only its face value. But the same coin, with a small striking error, could fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at international auctions. Why? Because rarity drives value. The fewer coins with that unique error, the more valuable they become. Now, let's look at real auction stories. In 2021, a collector's coin, very similar to the Spain 20 €, sold for nearly $1.2 million because it was in perfect uncirculated condition and carried a rare mint mark variation. Bidders from across Europe and Asia competed fiercely. The price rose minute by minute until the hammer finally fell at a record-breaking number. Can you imagine holding such a coin in your hand right now? The thrill, the heartbeat, the realization that a simple coin in your drawer could pay for a house, a luxury car, or even set you financially free. This is not fantasy. This is the coin collector's reality. But how do you know if your coin belongs to this legendary category? Let's go step by step. First, examine the obverse side. The portrait of King Juan Carlos I. Is it sharp, clear, and finely detailed? Collectors call this strike quality. The sharper the image, the higher the grade. Now, look closely at the letters and numbers around the edge. Do you see doubling? Any slight shadow effect? If yes, congratulations. You may have discovered a double strike error, a rare phenomenon that can multiply a coin's value exponentially. Next, check the reverse side, the European map. Count the stars. Observe the lines and borders. A missing detail, a faint star, or an unusual design alignment could mean you are holding a rare variation. Weight is another key factor. Remember, the official weight is 5.74 grams. Use a precise digital scale. If your coin is even a fraction heavier or lighter, that signals a minting anomaly. And anomalies often mean big money. But here's the twist. Not all rare coins look perfect. Some may appear worn, scratched, or even slightly damaged. Yet, if the rarity is in the design error, collectors may still pay fortunes for it. It's like finding an old book with a rare misprint. The value is in the uniqueness, not the condition alone. Now, let's talk about market demand. The Spain 2019 20 € has gained global attention because collectors in Europe, America, and Asia all seek it. The more demand there is, the higher the prices soar. Imagine hundreds of collectors bidding for just one rare piece. The tension builds, the numbers climb, and suddenly a coin that seems ordinary sells for millions. But beware, friends. With high value comes high risk. The market is full of counterfeit coins. Some are so convincing that even experienced collectors struggle. This is why authentication is vital. If you believe your coin is rare, get it graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin can sell for 10 times more than an uncertified one. Stay tuned, because in the next part we will explore even deeper. The auction secrets that sellers rarely share. the tricks collectors use to maximize value, and how you can enter this world of treasure hunting with confidence and success. Your coin could be worth millions, and your journey is just beginning. Welcome back to NC Coins World. If you thought the story of the Spain 2019 20 cent coin was fascinating, then hold on tight, because this is where things get even more exciting. You see, the world of rare coins is filled with mystery, hidden treasures, and unbelievable stories that sound like legends but are in fact real. Let us talk about the secret world of coin auctions. Most people imagine auctions as quiet rooms where a few collectors raise their hands, but the reality is far more dramatic. International coin auctions are like battlegrounds, where collectors from every corner of the globe fight for ownership of a single rare coin. The air is filled with tension every time the auctioneer calls out a new price. And when a rare coin like the Spain 2019 20 cent comes under the hammer, the atmosphere turns electric. Take, for example, an auction in Geneva in 2020, where a coin with a rare minting error was presented. The coin started at a bid of just $5,000. Within minutes, the price shot up to $200,000, then $500,000. By the time the final hammer fell, the coin had sold for over $1.3 million. The audience erupted into applause. For the winner, it was not just about owning a coin, it was about owning history itself. So why do collectors pay so much? The answer is simple: rarity and passion. Coins are not just metal, they are art. They are symbols of power, and they are windows into history. And when a collector finds a piece that very few others have, it becomes priceless. Now let us return to the Spain 2019 20 cent. At first glance, it looks like any other coin in your wallet, but the tiniest details can separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. We already talked about errors and weight variations, but there is another factor that plays a huge role in value, and that is condition. Condition, or what experts call grade, determines the price more than almost anything else. A coin in circulation with scratches and marks may fetch hundreds or thousands, but the same coin in mint state with perfect shine and no signs of wear can sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions. This is why professional grading is essential. When your coin is graded and sealed in a protective holder by companies like PCGS or NGC, it carries a certificate of authenticity that buyers trust completely. Imagine presenting your Spain 2019 coin to an expert. They examine it under magnification and declare it to be an MS68 or MS69 grade. That grade alone can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure, because out of millions of coins struck, only a handful survive in such pristine condition. But let me reveal another secret about the coin market. Collectors are not the only ones who chase these treasures. Investors too are pouring money into rare coins. Why? Because unlike paper money, coins with true rarity never lose value. In fact, their value increases over time. So when you hold a rare Spain 2019 coin, you are not just holding metal, you are holding an asset, a growing investment. Think of it this way: gold and silver fluctuate in value with markets, but a rare coin with historical and collector demand can multiply in price regardless of the economy. During recessions, during global crises, collectors still chase rare coins. Why? Because rarity never goes out of fashion. Now here is something even more interesting. There are private collectors who are willing to pay far more than public auction prices. These are individuals who value prestige and uniqueness above money itself. For them, owning a rare Spain 20 cent coin is like owning a piece of the Mona Lisa or a diamond that no one else has. These private deals often remain hidden from the public, but insiders know that some coins change hands for amounts beyond what you see in the news. So how do you, as an ordinary person, benefit from all of this? First, do not rush. Patience is key in the coin world. If you suspect you have a rare coin, get it authenticated, graded, and preserved. Do not sell it quickly. Wait for the right time and the right buyer, because timing can double or even triple your return. Second, learn about the market. Join collector forums, visit online auction sites, study catalogs from major auction houses. Knowledge is power, and in the coin world, the more you know, the more you earn. Third, build connections. Collectors and dealers often know secrets that are not shared publicly. Networking can open doors to private buyers. who may offer you far more than public markets. Now let us paint a picture. You are sitting at home holding your Spain 2019 coin. At first, it looks small and ordinary, but as you study it, you realize it has a rare error, a doubling in the letters. You send it for grading and it comes back as an MS67 error coin. Suddenly, the value skyrockets. Collectors line up, offers come in from around the world. You put it into an international auction, the price rises like a rocket. Finally, the hammer falls at $750,000. That is the kind of life-changing moment many dream about, and you could be the next one to experience it. But this journey is not just about money. It is about discovery. It is about holding a piece of art, history and mystery in your hand. Every time you look at that coin, you are reminded that fortune can hide in the smallest of things. That is the magic of numismatics, the study and love of coins. And as we move further in this series, we will explore even deeper layers of this fascinating world. How to spot counterfeit coins before they fool you. How collectors preserve their treasures for generations. And how you can turn your passion for coins into a lifetime of wealth and adventure. Stay tuned because the treasure hunt has only just begun. Welcome again to NC Coins World. By now you understand how the Spain 2019 20 coin carries extraordinary potential. We have explored its rarity, its errors, its condition, and how auctions can turn an ordinary coin into a millionaire maker. But today we are going to step into the minds of the collectors themselves, because it is their passion and psychology that drive these incredible prices. You see, coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is an obsession. Collectors often spend decades chasing a single piece. They will travel across countries, attend every major auction and pay whatever it takes to complete their collection. Why? Because in the world of numismatics, completeness is power. Imagine a collector who has every 20 Eurocent coin issued from every country in the Eurozone except one. That missing Spain 2019 rare piece becomes the most valuable coin in his eyes. Without it, his collection feels incomplete. And when he finally sees it at an auction, he will stop at nothing to acquire it. This emotional drive pushes prices higher than logic alone would ever allow. Collectors also view coins as a form of legacy. When they buy a rare piece, they are not just thinking about today. They are thinking about the future, about passing down history and wealth to their children and grandchildren. Owning a rare Spain 2019 coin is not only about money, it is about pride, prestige, and the story it carries. Now let us talk about global demand. In Europe, the 20 Eurocent is a common sight in wallets and pockets. But in Asia, especially in countries like Japan and China, coin collecting has become a booming market. Collectors there are willing to pay extreme amounts for European coins because they see them as exotic and culturally significant. In the United States, rare foreign coins are also in high demand because American collectors are fascinated by the uniqueness of European minting designs. This worldwide demand means that even if only a few rare Spain 2019 coins exist, the number of buyers is multiplied many times over. When demand is global and supply is tiny, the result is skyrocketing value. But scarcity alone is not enough. There is also what experts call the psychology of rarity. When people believe something is scarce, its value increases in their minds even more than in reality. This is why auctioneers often emphasize how rare a coin is, how few exist, and how unlikely it is to appear again. The fear of missing out pushes collectors to bid higher and higher until they secure the coin no matter the price. Let us look at an example. In 2019, a rare misprint coin from Italy appeared at a London auction. The actual metal was not particularly valuable and the error itself was small. But because the auctioneer highlighted that only 3 such coins were known to exist, the price exploded. What started as a small bid of $1,000 ended at $280,000. This is the raw power of rarity psychology, and the same principle applies today. Spain 2019 20 Eurocent. Now imagine you hold such a coin. It might sit quietly in a small box at home, but to a collector across the world, it is the missing piece of his dream collection. He may be ready to pay 10 times more than market estimates just to secure it. This is why patience and knowledge are your greatest tools. Another interesting part of collector psychology is competition. Collectors do not like to lose. When two passionate buyers face each other in an auction, the price can soar beyond all expectations. Each bid becomes not just about the coin, but about pride, about proving who values it more. This competitive spirit has pushed many rare coins into the $1 Million Club, and it could do the same for your Spain 2019 piece. Now let us talk about stories. Every collector loves a story. A coin with a tail sells for more than a coin without one. If your Spain 2019 coin has an interesting history, for example, if it was discovered in circulation in a unique way or inherited from family, it becomes more appealing. Collectors want to own not just metal but the narrative attached to it. That story increases emotional value, which in turn increases financial value. This is why when you prepare to sell such a coin, you must know how to present it. Photograph it well, document its details, share its background. Presentation can sometimes add thousands of dollars to the final price. So what should you do right now if you believe your Spain 2019 20€ is rare? First, carefully document everything about it. Take clear photos of both sides, note the weight, record any errors or unique feature. Second, compare it with verified examples from collector forums and auction catalogs. Third, consult an expert for initial feedback even before grading services. This builds your confidence and gives you clarity on where your coin stands in the rarity scale. But here is a golden piece of advice. Never underestimate your coin just because it looks ordinary. Most $1 Million coins looked ordinary once until someone with knowledge examined them closely. That is the beauty of this field. Treasures often hide in plain sight. Now let us look ahead. If you secure your Spain 2019 coin, keep it safe, but also keep your mind open. Follow auction houses like Heritage Auction, Stax Bowers and Katawaki. Stay updated with international collector news because trends can shift quickly. Sometimes a coin that was worth $10,000 yesterday can suddenly become worth $100,000 tomorrow just because demand rises in a new market. And remember, collectors are always hungry for the next big discovery. The Spain 2019 coin has already caught global attention, but as more people learn about it, the competition will only increase. The earlier you move, the stronger your position in the market. To summarize this part, the true power behind the value of your coin lies in the minds of collectors. Their passion, their drive for completeness, their fear of missing out, their love of stories, and their competitive pride all fuel the $1 Million sales we see today. And if you play wisely, you can position yourself right in the middle of this exciting world. Stay tuned, because in the next part, we will go deeper into how to protect, authenticate, and safeguard your coin so that when the time comes to sell it, you get the absolute maximum value possible. Welcome back to NC Coins World. By now you have learned how rarity, passion, and psychology drive the value of the Spain 2019 20€ coin into unbelievable heights. But there is another side to this journey, one that is just as important as rarity itself. It is about protecting your coin, authenticating it, and making sure it survives in perfect condition until the day you decide to sell it. Let us start with a simple truth. A rare coin is only as valuable as its authenticity. If a buyer has even the smallest doubt about whether your coin is genuine, the price will collapse instantly. This is why authentication is the first and most critical step in transforming your coin into a true millionaire maker. So how do you authenticate a Spain 2019 coin? First comes professional grading. Companies like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation are recognized worldwide. When you send your coin to them, it goes through an intensive process. Experts study it under high-powered microscopes. They check the weight, the diameter, the strike quality, and even the smallest surface details. If everything matches their standards, they assign a grade, usually ranging from MS 60 to MS 70, where MS stands for mint state, and MS 70 grade means flawless condition. A coin that looks as if it was struck yesterday, with no marks, no scratches, and perfect shine. Once graded, your coin is sealed in a transparent protective holder called a slab. This slab not only protects the coin physically, but also serves as a certificate of authenticity, trusted by buyers all around the world. A coin inside a PCGS or NGC slab instantly gains credibility and attracts serious collectors. But grading is only one part of the story. before you even send your coin for grading. You must know how to handle and protect it yourself. The golden rule of numismatics is never touch the surface of a coin with your bare fingers. The natural oils and acids from your skin can cause microscopic damage that lowers the grade. Instead, always handle coins by the edges and preferably wear soft cotton gloves. Storage is another critical factor. Never leave a valuable coin exposed to air humidity or direct sunlight. Moisture can cause spots oxidation and discoloration, which permanently reduce value. The best option is to use acid-free holders or capsules that are airtight. Silica gel packs can also help. Absorb moisture inside storage. Boxes keeping the environment stable. Temperature control is equally important. Coins should be stored in a cool, dry place away from sudden changes in heat or cold. Collectors often invest in special cabinets or safes designed specifically for coin storage. Think of it this way: if your coin has the potential to be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions, then protecting it like a treasure chest is not just wise, it is essential. Now let us discuss the dangers of counterfeits. The coin market has always attracted counterfeiters, and as prices climb higher, so do the attempts to create fakes. Modern technology allows counterfeiters to produce near-perfect copies, but there are always signs if you know where to look. The most common giveaways are slight differences in weight, unusual shine, blurred details, or incorrect metal composition. Professional graders use advanced machines like X-ray fluorescence devices to analyze the exact metal content, ensuring the coin matches original mint standards. For the Spain 2019 €20 counterfeit attempts have already been reported. Some fakes are simply altered coins with false errors, while others are complete replicas. This makes authentication even more important. If you plan to sell such a coin, buyers will ask for proof, and only professional certification will satisfy them. But let us also think ahead. Once you have authenticated and graded your coin, you must plan for long-term preservation. Collectors often underestimate how much damage can occur over time. A small scratch today could cost you tens of thousands tomorrow. Dust, fingerprints, air pollution, and even improper cleaning can destroy a coin's value. In fact, here is one of the most important rules: never clean your coin. It may be tempting to polish it to make it shine, but cleaning removes microscopic layers of metal, leaving marks that experts can spot instantly. A cleaned coin loses originality and can drop in value by 50% or more. Collectors value natural patina and luster, even if it looks slightly dull compared to polished coins. So the best approach is always leave your coin as it is and let the experts handle preservation. Another tip is insurance. If your Spain 2019 coin is graded and proven to be rare, you should consider insuring it. Specialized insurance companies offer coverage for collectibles, including coins. This way, if anything unexpected happens, theft, fire, or damage, you are financially protected. Think about it: if you are holding a potential million-dollar asset, why would you leave it unprotected? Now let us paint a scenario. You have discovered a Spain 2019 €20 sent with a unique minting error. You send it to NGC, they authenticate it and grade it MS68. It returns sealed in a slab with full certification. You place it carefully inside an airtight capsule within a temperature-controlled safe. At this moment, your coin is not just rare, it is untouchable, secure, and ready for any collector in the world to purchase. When the time comes to sell, you can present it confidently, knowing that every step of protection adds value to the final price. And here is another secret: collectors respect responsible owners. When a coin is well preserved, authenticated, and presented with documents, it attracts more serious bidders and often higher prices, because buyers know they are dealing with someone who understands the true value of the coin. To sum up this part, protecting your Spain 2019 €20 cent is not just about keeping it safe, it is about maximizing its value. Authenticate it through trusted grading services, store it properly, never clean it, avoid counterfeits, insure it if possible, and treat it like the treasure it truly is. These steps may seem small, but together they can make the difference between selling a coin for a few thousand and selling it for millions. And as we continue this journey in the next part, we will explore the most thrilling stage of all: how to actually sell your coin. where to sell it, and how to find the buyers willing to pay life-changing amounts. Welcome again to NC Coins World. So far we have uncovered the secrets of rarity, psychology collectors' passion, and how to protect and authenticate your Spain 2019 20 € coin. But now comes the most exciting question of all. If you own such a treasure, how do you actually sell it for the highest possible price? Selling a rare coin is not like selling an ordinary item. It requires strategy, patience, and understanding of the market. If you take the right steps, you could walk away with a life-changing fortune. But if you rush or choose the wrong path, you could lose a huge amount of potential profit. Let us begin with the most traditional and trusted method: auctions. Auction houses have been selling rare coins for centuries, and some of the most famous sales in history happened under their roofs. Places like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, Katawaki, and Sotheby's are well-known names in the numismatic world. They attract global attention because collectors from different countries gather in one place, whether physically or online, to bid for the best pieces. The advantage of selling through an auction house is competition. Remember, collectors do not like to lose. When two or more passionate buyers compete for your coin, the price can rise far above initial estimates. Sometimes coins sell for double or even triple the expected value simply because bidders refuse to back down. But to succeed in an auction, your coin must be properly presented. This is where professional grading and authentication play a key role. Auction houses prefer coins that come with PCGS or NGC slabs because it removes any doubt for buyers. They also take professional photographs, write detailed descriptions, and advertise the coin in their catalogs. All of this increases visibility and creates excitement before the auction even begins. However, auctions are not the only option. Another powerful method is private sales. In this case, you work directly with a serious collector or investor who is interested in your coin. Private sales often happen quietly through networks of dealers or collectors' associations. The benefit of a private sale is privacy and speed. There is no waiting for an auction date, no extra commission fees, and sometimes the buyer is willing to pay a premium to secure the coin before it ever reaches the open market. To explore private sales, you need to connect with the right people. Numismatic Clubs, coin shows, online forums, and collector networks are great places to start. Building relationships in these communities can lead to direct offers from high-end buyers. And remember, when demand is global, there is always someone looking for the exact piece you own. Now let us talk about online platforms. In today's world, the internet has opened doors that were once impossible. Websites like eBay and specialized coin marketplaces allow sellers to reach buyers from every corner of the globe. But selling online requires caution. While the audience is massive, the risk of counterfeit, buyer scams, or undervaluing your coin is also higher. If you choose this route, make sure your listing is professional. High-quality photos, detailed descriptions, certification details, and clear return policies give buyers confidence. Without these details, your coin might not attract serious offers. Some collectors also use social media groups and online auctions to find buyers. Facebook collector communities, Instagram coin pages, and even YouTube channels dedicated to numismatics are full of enthusiasts willing to pay for rare finds. The key here is reputation. If you have built trust and credibility, your chances of finding a good buyer are much stronger. Another factor you must consider is timing. Coin markets, like any other market, rise and fall. Certain years bring higher demand than others, sometimes driven by news stories, discoveries, or trends. For example, when word spreads about a rare Spain 2019 coin being sold at record prices, the interest in all similar coins suddenly increases. This is the perfect time to put your coin on the market, because buyers will already be excited and ready to pay higher amounts. But selling strategy is not just about where and when, it is also about how you tell the story. Collectors pay not only for the coin but also for the history behind it. If your coin has an interesting background, share it. Was it discovered in circulation by surprise? Was it inherited through family history? Did you purchase it years ago not knowing its true value? These stories add emotional weight and can push the price higher because collectors Love owning coins with meaning. Now let us consider another important step: negotiation. Even if you are selling through a dealer or privately, you must know how to negotiate. Do not rush into the first offer you receive. Compare multiple offers, ask for expert opinions, and understand the market. Price before making a decision. Sometimes holding your coin for a few more months or waiting for the right auction event can multiply the value. Dealers can also play a role in selling. Trusted coin dealers often have networks of wealthy collectors who rely on them to find rare pieces. If you choose to sell through a dealer, make sure you select one with a strong reputation and history of handling high-value coins. Ask for references, check reviews, and never be afraid to walk away if you feel the terms are unfair. Finally, let us talk about taxes and paperwork. When you sell a coin for a significant amount, remember that large transactions often involve legal requirements. Depending on your country, you may have to declare profits, pay taxes, or follow specific export rules if the buyer is overseas. Being transparent and organized not only keeps you safe legally, but also increases trust with buyers who want a smooth and secure transaction. To summarize this part: selling your Spain 2019-20 Eurocent coin is a journey that requires strategy. You can choose auctions for maximum competition, private sales for speed, online platforms for wide reach, or dealers for trusted networks. The timing, presentation, story, and negotiation all play critical roles in determining how much you ultimately earn. And with the right approach, your coin could easily transform from a small piece of metal into a life-changing fortune. Stay with us, because in the next and final part, we will explore the emotional side of owning such a treasure, the life-changing impact it can bring, and how your single discovery could inspire countless others around the world. Sometimes the most ordinary things around us carry extraordinary potential. A forgotten coin in a drawer, a piece of change from a trip to Spain in 2019. A tiny object that others ignore could be your key to fortune. This lesson applies not only to coins, but to life itself. Treasures are everywhere, if only we learn how to see them. At this point, you might be wondering what you should do if you own or discover a Spain 2019 €20 coin. The answer is simple. Examine it carefully, protect it, grade it, authenticate it, and then explore your selling options with patience and strategy. Every step increases your chances of turning it into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Our community here at NC Coins World is filled with enthusiasts, collectors, and dreamers just like you. Together, we share knowledge, stories, discoveries, and encouragement. If you have such a coin, do not hesitate to send us photos or details.